Hello and welcome back to English Idea. This is Rim Alam and today we will be practicing another Duolingo English test. On the screen you can see the Duolingo English test website. The first option says practice test. Click on this icon. Before I continue with my today's video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this. Also hit the bell icon to get notification whenever we upload something new. Now without further ado, let's start with our test.
Steak, steak.
Wardis, wardis.
Addevident, addevident.
Interested, interested.
Tourist, tourist.
Average, average. Stother, stother.
Past, past.
Office, office.
Wardis,
Addevident,
Stother, steak. Interested,
tourist. Past.
average. Office.
This medicine has a bitter taste. This medicine has a bitter taste. This medicine has a bitter taste.
It is possible that he will pass the exam. We will get in touch with you as quickly as possible.
Acquaintance, acquaintance,
preventure, preventure, contrapolic, contrapolic,
devastating, devastating, sensibility, sensibility,
pony, pony,
pit, pit,
domacy, domacy,
integrate, 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 preventure, contrapolic, preventure,
domacy,
integrate, pit,
pony,
sensibility, devastating,
acquaintance,
Even without seeing you, I would have recognized you by the sound of your voice. Even without seeing you, I would have recognized you by the sound of your voice. Even without seeing you, I would have recognized you by the sound of your voice.
If you need help getting another job, I'll help you with that.
Truden, Truden,
retailer, retailer,
indivert,
intimation,
intellect, stereo, stereo, recensely, shudder, shudder,
pinpoint,
retailer,
indivert, intellect, shudder,
pinpoint,
indivert,
Truden,
stereo, recensely, stereo,
intimation,
They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published. They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published. They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published.
I don't know what the future will bring or when I'll be back.
Finally, the results of this investigation were published in a scientific magazine. Finally, the results of this investigation were published in a scientific magazine. Finally, the results of this investigation were published in a scientific magazine.
Mariler. Mariler.
Suspense. Coventry. Coventry.
Formula. Insawive. Insawive.
Discriminate.
Portrait. Portrait.
Spovative.
Faultill. Faultill.
Mariler.
Insawive.
Spovative. Coventry. Discriminate.
Portrait.
Suspense.
Formula. Faultill.
I did read a book recently, and the title was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was about a kid who comes from a very poor family, and it was also about the owner of the chocolate factory who had a very bad childhood. It's not bad, but he did suffer from certain negative things in his childhood. That was all about the book was about. And I first heard it from a teacher of mine. She was randomly talking about books, and she suddenly said about, she suddenly talked about this book, and I was very intrigued once I heard the summary of the book. I could never really read at that time, so I recently came across the book and took my chance to read it, and I loved it, honestly. The thing that I liked the most about the book was it was the way they described each section of the book, the stories, each little details they have shared. It was very good. You can get a very good imagination of whatever is happening in the book. And there's something that I didn't like. That was they didn't really go deep into the part of the owner's part. They really didn't talk too much about the owner's childhood and what actually happened, why he had some negative impressions. The plant that I find very intriguing is cats. Um, they are very cute. They are very human-like. Honestly, the only difference between cats and human are cats cannot express themselves. Cats cannot speak. Apart of that, there are no difference. There are really no difference between a cat and a human. The threats or the challenges they may receive on a daily basis are, or one of them is, if they are stray cats, then it's very hard to actually find food every day. They struggle getting food, and due to that, many cats actually they end up dying. The other challenge that they may face is there are many people who thinks it's okay to abuse animals, and they choose to abuse these animals. They kick them, they hurt them. There's this challenge that they may face. But also the cats that are actually they live in the house, they are taken as pet. They do also face this challenge and threat. I'll not say that they don't. The challenges that a pet cat faces are, for example, if they want to go out at a certain period of time, they really don't get to go because the owner of that cat may not allow that. They're always in the house. They're always stuck. Yeah, and I think regardless of whether you're stray or whether you're in the house, how they overcome is, for example, if they are not finding food, then they really work hard to get food. If they're getting abused by human or anyone, if they're getting abused by any prey, then they attack, they attack back, they hit back, they scratch back, they bite. Another thing what like the pack cats does when they don't get to go out, and if they want to go, and if they're not able to, what they do is they just wait for the door to open, and if the door opens for, let's just say, 5 seconds, they just make a run to it. And I have experienced this by my own self. I do have some cats in my house, so that's how I experienced it. And yeah, that's all. I think that's how they overcome their challenges.